I know that we have been doing more testing, improvements in processes. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I think there's 4 fundamental elements to it. The one is, as Rob said, it needs to have a team that ultimately takes care of it. Reliability cannot be a second thought or something that happens in process with everything else. There needs to be people that wake up in the morning, review the numbers, and make sure that we strive for an ever better reliability of our products. Because we're too tolerant. The number is about, as an industry, 8 million hours. We waste of your time every year as an industry by products that fail, which is a ridiculous number if you think about it. And that number has to come down. We want to be at the forefront of that and not just good enough. The 3 elements that we really build up, A, is a much more holistic and better view of the data that we're reviewing. We have multiple data sources, from the hearing aid itself to customer complaints from you guys to other things we see in the lab. We want to and are reviewing at a much higher cadence and with a much bigger diligence in order to get a very good picture of how are we performing today. Are things that we're rolling out or changing, are they improving actually the way that we want to? The second part is testing. As an industry and as every medical device industry, we've spent and are spending a lot of time on verification, which in effect is testing a product to make sure it passes what you believe is good enough. What we've built on top as part of this effort is we now added testing to make sure that we ultimately break the devices. Every device will break if you apply enough stress. But we want to find out, and what we're now finding out, and it's quite interesting on where it does, is what are the weakest links still? They all pass our specification, that's good enough, but we want to go beyond that. So with that, we build specific tests to find out what are the next weakest links, where can we further improve to make sure they get ever better. The third one is a much more diligent and process-oriented root cause and countermeasuring. We've been traditionally, and we are focused on providing new innovation, but what we're now doing is also making even more sure that the products we have in the market are not just good enough, that we also find out current root causes of platforms we've rolled out, way back to even Paradise, for example, and making sure we continue to improve those. Because there's millions of users out there that wear these devices every day. Just because they're satisfied with what we have now, should be no reason not to further improve and even give them even more benefits and reliability than to what they have today.